Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steffi and today I'm gonna do like my TBR for August. I don't usually do this because I cannot stick to a TBR. It actually just doesn't work for me at all. But this month I want to participate in the Orilium readathon hosted by G from Book Roast, but I have a lot of catching up to do. The thing is that last year I didn't participate. Actually, I find it kind of confusing. This year I actually looked at it and it seems very fun. So now I'm gonna do it. But like I said, I have a lot of catching up to do. I could just create a character and just tell you that, oh yeah, I have everything. But I want to do this right. I'm trying to do like last year from the beginning and everything in between in this month. I know that there are like the April equinox. Of course, I did not do any of that. So I know that there are other things you have to do. So I'm just gonna try to do this. I'm gonna do this as chill as possible. Still, I think that catching up, I might have to read like 12 books or something. I don't usually read that much. I think it only happened once. So yeah. I'm just gonna challenge myself and see if I can do that. So I kind of prepare a TBR for this. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of cheating. I know you shouldn't, and actually I don't like to do that. Double up books for prompts. And I'm not gonna do it in the way of that part of the readathon. Like, I'm not gonna do 2 books for 2 places in the novice path, but if I can double up for something of last year and this year, I'm gonna do it. That said, I do have a TBR in which I don't double up. So let's get started because, like I said, I think it's like 12 books plus something else that I have no idea what that is. Let's get on with it. So in the novice path, as far as I understand, you don't have to read like for every single place. You only can read like 2 things and that's it. Things like I said, I cannot stick to TBRs. I chose one of each, so I have like room to wiggle. And at the same time, this is not set in stone. It might change. So for the novice path, I have read a book with a map. Probably one of these work. Actually, for that one, I'm not putting a book. I'm not worrying about that one. For the Ashton 3, it's a book on top of your TBR. And that will be, for me, The Legacy by L. Kennedy. I'm filming this on August 2nd. I started this book yesterday and I'm just loving this. I think that with this book, it won't be a problem to read 12 books in a month. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna read for that. This is the 5th book in the Campus series, and it has 4 short stories of the 4 couples, and I'm just so excited. The next place is The Mist of Solitude, and that is to read standalone. I actually have 2 options for this, and one will be Cinderella. I just found out about this book and I'm very excited about that. I love the movie, the new movie. I'm just very excited. Or I also would like to read Daughter of the Burning City. I have that book. That book has its own story. The thing is, I do want to read that one as well. So it might be one of the 2. The next one is Tower of Rumination. And for that is like 5-star prediction. I'm putting Spy Family. I've been watching the anime, which is very weird for me because I don't really get like caught with animes. I've never watched another one. I don't think so. I watched it, I loved it, and now I want to read the manga. I do think that's gonna be a 5-star. And the last is Orilium Academy Arc, and that one is for a book with the setting on the school. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing. So I chose Hollow Box. I do want to continue with the Nevermore series. I love that series. It's just the best. So if I'm gonna pick a book for this prompt, it will be this one. Then again, since I'm creating my character, I choose Wilding because I love nature. So that will be to read a book set in the forest or outside. And again, this is not set in stone, but I'm choosing Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller. I enjoyed immensely Daughter of the Pirate King. I haven't read the sequel, but I know that her writing is just so fun and just keeps going. And the pace is really good. So I think that will be a good book for this marathon. Then, since I want my character to be Elf, I have to read a book with moon or stars in the cover. For this, I was thinking about maybe Hermandad, A Shadow in the Ember, or actually even Memento. I do want to finish that series. I think Strange the Dreamer also has stars, but we'll get there a little bit later. The continent, I chose Syria. I don't know how that's pronounced. I need a book with fae or elves, so I'm gonna put this book here. I started reading this book last month, but I'm like halfway through, and of course I'm gonna continue this month, so I need to put this on some prompt. So I'm choosing Queen of Earth Darkness by Cassandra Clare, the third book in the Dark Artifices series. I need to finish this at some point. Then I'm going to jump to the spring equinox. I know there are things in between, but like I said, I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get there. So I actually already finished the novice path, so now I know what I have to do to gear up. Actually, I want a wand and spell book. So for the wand, I need to read a book with branches on the cover. So for this, I have a couple of options, and that can be Violet Made by Thorns, maybe finally reading Gallant, or The Dreamer's Pool. They all have branches, so they made a good option. And for the spell book, I need to read a book with at least 2S on the title, and that actually fits perfectly for Queen of Air in Darkness. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use. I forgot to tell you, but when I saw the consequences of the novice path, I could choose between the Archivist or the House of Arcane, and the Archivist was an amazing choice for me. So yeah, I chose that one, and I actually am gonna make a pact with the goddess of fate, Lamia, and for that I need to read a book where fate plays a big role. Maybe The Chosen One or Fated to Meet Tropes. So I don't really know what I'm going to read for this one yet, but yeah, at least now I know the other things that I need to read for this marathon. So now we can keep going with the regular program. So I chose Story Weaver, and for that I need the inscription, which is an intimidating read. And for that prompt, I am actually picking Strange the Dreamer. For that, I choose Strange the Dreamer. This is an intimidating read for me because I've heard so many good things about this book, and I'm scared that I'm gonna read it and I'm not gonna like it or something. So that's scary. Then I need Art of Illusion, and for that I need a book with a drop I like. So I have a couple of options. First will be A Duel with the Vampire Lord by Elise Kova, which is released this month, I think. I mean, enemies to lovers. Love that. Also in the same trope would be maybe The Hating Game, or if I want to go more cutesy and choose Friends to Lovers, I probably would go with People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I still haven't chose anything, but I know that it will be one of those three. I also would need Psionics and Divination, and for that I need a book set in the future. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit again, and I'm gonna choose Obsidio by Jake Kaufman and Amy Kristoff. The reason I'm saying that I'm cheating is because I already started this book. Oh my god, you can't even see that. But I'm like, yeah, here. But I haven't finished it. I mean, I'm not even halfway through the book. I mean, I'm guessing that this is in the future because they're from a different planet and I think they're human. So, well, for me, it's in the future. So this fits. So this is the third book in the Illuminate Files and actually the ending of everything. So I am actually very excited for this, which I said in every single book, but I don't know. I mean, I do laugh a lot with these books, but I haven't finished it. So now it's on the TBR. And finally, I also need lore, which is mythology inspired. So for that, I actually have again, two options, which I'm very excited for both. And one is The Red Pyramid by readathon. This is Egyptian mythology. I should have read this a long time ago. And I also have as an option The House of Hades. I spray painted this. It's beautiful. It is The House of Hades. I've been meaning to read this book, but this could be also an intimidating read because I am a little bit worried that it won't fulfill my expectations. Yeah, there's that. And so these are the two options that I have for this. And so finally getting into the autumn equinox, still need an O in the inscription, which is a childhood favorite. And that is very harsh for me because I didn't used to read when I was a child. So I got a little bit into trouble with this one, but then I remember something. I'm gonna explain this better. It's not cheating. I found something. It was my favorite thing when I was a child, but it's something new about that. So I chose Suki Alone, which is, I think it's like a comic of Suki in the time she's in jail. I love Avatar. I have loved it through my whole childhood until now. So I think this fits perfect. Then I need a Q in psionics and divination, and that is a book with the same word in the title as your last read. This one is harsh for me. But I chose Dreamer's Pool, and of course this one I would have to read after Strange the Dreamer. So yeah, that's what I'm picking. I'm very excited because I have heard nothing but good things about this author. So I just really want to give it a shot. And lastly, I need a D in lore, which is desert setting. That one I'm not excited like at all. I don't like the desert. I thought that maybe one book could do very well with this one, and that would be The Red Pyramid by readathon. I mean, I know this book starts in London, but it's Egyptian, so they should go to Egypt and there's a desert, right? So this should work. I mean, they should be on the sand at some point. So this is what I'm picking. I do want to make this work this month, so I'm gonna really try to read every single prompt that I can and to actually catch up with other people. Well, I'm an illustrator, so I do want to create my own character. I'll probably show you at some point the end result. I don't know, this seems very fun. I'm very excited about this. And yeah, I'm just ready to have fun with this and with my reading. So wish me luck. I don't know if I can actually read the 12 books in 1 month. The luck will be appreciated. So there you go. There's all the books I should read for Orilium readathon. Let me know if you're participating and if you're not like me and you did participate last year, so you don't have to read as much as I do. Or if you're just joining the readathon, yeah, let's all have fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you would have chose another books for this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!